Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gio's View with a whole new look. I'm Gio Battaglia.
I'm Madison Scott.
I'm Antonina Tortorello.
And I'm Kat Bound.
Now let's jump into the latest news in pop culture. Britney Spears went to Instagram to share she has been invited by Congress to speak about conservatorships. She wrote, "I felt heard and like I mattered for the first time in my life. In a world where your own family goes against you, it's actually hard to find people that get it and show empathy." Kat, we'll start with you. How did you feel about this post when you read it?
I'm so proud of her, honestly. It took her so long. It's been forever since we've been hearing about this. And her finally getting the court case and her finally feeling heard is kind of what we all kind of wanted for her.
Maddie?
Yeah, like Kat said, it's really cool to finally be able to see Britney have all these opportunities to share, like her side of the story. And so I think it's really cool.
Would you rather hear from Britney through like a White House setting, or would you rather she do it through like a tell-all with Oprah or like a documentary with MTV? Antonina?
I personally really enjoy watching documentaries, and I feel like the way to tell this story would be good on a documentary. I still think it's cool if she's going to the White House, but I think a documentary would honestly be really cool.
What do you guys think can come from Britney going to the White House to speak for it, Maddie?
I mean, I think she's just reclaiming herself and making a new name for herself and just putting awareness out on this, because this was happening and no one had any idea about it for so long. So I feel like it's just going to bring a lot of awareness.
So how do you guys feel? Britney Spears' mom commented on her Instagram picture and said it was a picture of her dog, and she said, "Oh my God, so cute." How do you feel about the family starting to become more friendly now that she's a little bit more angry? Kat?
It's kind of what everyone needed, honestly, because there's been so much drama and nobody wants to have hatred from their own family. So them all maturing and kind of just becoming more of one is kind of, I think, what everybody wants, especially being them.
Antonina?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know. I still feel like if you're going to do that to someone for that long, like just commenting on their Instagram pictures is just like a little weird, but I don't know. If that's what makes them feel better, I guess, then go.
Maddie?
I feel like it might be a little publicity stunt, trying to make herself look good, or maybe even just trying to make herself feel better about the situation. But I feel like everything that happened in that family, the family dynamic, those relationships, I just are never going to be the same. There's no way.
Do you think there's any hope? Oh, no, go ahead, Kat.
Oh, honestly, what I'm thinking is that we don't know what if they apologized behind the screens, but if they did not, the mother needs to do a little bit more than just posting on an Instagram post and be like, "Oh, your dog's cute." Do more. Like, be more loving to your daughter.
Do you think there's going to be any rekindling hope for Jamie Lynn Spears and Britney, or do you think that it's pretty tarnished? Antonina?
I think especially because she went on Call Her Daddy, that's like opening a whole other can of worms, because you really didn't have to do that at the end of the day. You could have just like kept your side and like let your sister have the spotlight. Could they rekindle their like sisterly friendship? I don't know. I think they should try, definitely, because your sister is your sister, but if those bridges have been burned, and I personally don't know like everything that happened, but there's things you can forgive and there's things you can't, so.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to see some news from Britney in a documentary or through the Congress. I think it'll all be great.
Yeah. So on to our next topic. Kylie Jenner has revealed the name of her and Travis Scott's second child this past week. Wolf Webster is the name of her son. What do you guys think of this name? Gio, let's start with you.
So when Kylie gave birth for the first time, it was on the day of the Super Bowl, it was on the day of the halftime show. It was so exciting. And when we got the name Stormy, it just like fit, because it was a storm of social media, it was a storm of everything. And Stormy is just such a cute name. Stormy Webster, it just flows right off the tongue. Wolf Webster did not do that one for me. I was expecting, a lot of people were having rumors that the child was going to be named Angel. And I really liked that. I thought it felt well with Stormy, fit well with the Jenner and Scott family.
Yeah, but if you know Kylie, like, Angel, I feel like is too common of a name.
Yeah.
Like, all the Kardashians, I feel like they want to have a name that no one else is going to have. And so, I don't know. I feel like Wolf is cute. I feel like it could be cool. At first, I didn't really like Stormy when I first heard Stormy, and now I love it. I think it's an adorable name. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Wolf is a cool name. Hopefully he doesn't get bullied in high school, though. Antonina, what do you think?
I love Stormy. I think Stormy's so cute, and Wolf's birthday, like just saying like Wolf's birthday, is 2/22/22.
Yeah.
Or 22. Sorry, guys. But I think that's so cool, and the fact that Angel was like a rumor name, I feel like that would have fit. And I also heard that Valentine was like a rumor name, and I think that's so cute. We did land on Wolf. Hopefully it grows on me, but the kid is gonna do well in life anyway. So
Another thing, if you guys know in like the TikTok trend, the cringy alpha wolf thing that people do, you know, I think that's what kind of made people think, oh, wolf. Like a long time ago, I bet like wolf was a cool, strong-looking name. Just now, we're just like, because we think of wolf and think of that, and we're like, oh, okay.
I think once Kylie puts out some baby pictures, all the controversy about a name will go right out the window,
not gonna
and we'll be like, oh my god.
anymore.
And I agree. Stormy took a while to grow on me too. I think it's cute
I think
now, but
regardless of what they would have named him, there's people would have said stuff about it, you know. But like I said earlier, it's the Kardashians, and well, Kylie is a Jenner, but they're always having far-fetched names, out there names. So
it fits.
Yeah.
It's cute.
So moving on, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem took over the field Sunday night and performed a medley of so many great throwback hits. What did you guys think of the show? Gio, starting with you.
I absolutely loved it. I had to go back and rewatch it. I thought it was absolutely incredible. I was so happy that it was a show full of throwback hits. I feel like in a time where everyone's trying to escape the current, present day, going back and having all of those great hits it formed so much unity and was just absolutely great.
yeah, I loved it personally. All the dancing and like everything was just so planned out. There was always something different to watch. And I don't know, it was so cool. I loved it. I haven't seen anything like that in a Super Bowl. And I thought it was really well put together and fun to watch.
Yeah, and about the dancing, like I was watching it, and that's like something that I'm drawn to just because I love dance. But the choreography was insane.
Crazy.
Kendrick Lamar was insane. I'm a big fan of Mary J. Blige, and I thought like Family
That's
Affair
great.
was great. It was a great show. It wasn't like, because I feel like now it's usually one person is headlining, and then like maybe they'll bring out other people like secret. But I thought it was really cool that they headlined together, and it was a really good show.
I honestly love the fact that a lot of the parents got to hear that music again, because usually it's like newer music or like more popular people, but now like the parents got to listen to their old hits and all that. And I saw some TikToks of like parents dancing and like having a great time with it, and I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah, it was just one big celebration. So in the future, would you want to see like more collaborative headliners, or would you want to see another solo?
I would love to see more headliners like that. I think it's so fun, and especially like a big medley like that. There's so many, I don't know, different songs, different styles. It changes it up a little bit, and there's always like more to look forward to rather than if there's just one performer. I'm sure it's great, but I feel like there's more opportunities with more people.
Who would be your dream halftime show to see? Who hasn't done it already? We'll go down the line. I would have to say Pink. I would love to see Pink flying around a halftime arena.
For me, I'm gonna say Ariana Grande. I love her so much. Or, I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun to get like Uzi, little Uzi. He would be so fun at halftime. Yeah.
Besides like rappers, I think Doja Cat would put on a really good
gosh,
halftime
yeah.
performance. That would be really sick with her dancing and everything. I think that would be something cool to see.
I like Doja Cat. I love Billie. Melanie Martinez, we haven't seen her in a while. Possibly.
You never know.
Cool. So I'm so excited to introduce our new Euphoria segment. Every week we'll discuss the latest episode and take an inside look into next week's episode.
The highly anticipated episode 6 of Euphoria aired this past Sunday and was hyped after episode 5 revealed some drama that needed some clarity. Do you guys think this episode lived up to your expectations, or were you underwhelmed?
I actually thought that it matched up to my expectations. I mean, episode 5, I think that was my favorite one. There was just so much going on, but last week's episode, I think it focused more on like Nate and Maddie and Cassie, and so you got to see more of that side of it and an inside look into Cassie's head and what she was doing, and just seeing how insecure and like broken of a person she is, and what she would do for Nate and what she would put herself through for him, for this guy that she loved. And then I also thought it was cool because you got to see more of an inside into Cassie's home with her sister and her mom, and you kind of get to see from their lens like what they're dealing with, and especially with Lexi, and like kind of getting to see her head and see how she's viewing her sister now. So I liked it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I love every episode. I really don't know if there'd be an episode that I didn't like. I feel like this episode wasn't as, I don't even want to say as dramatic because like I'm not going to give any spoilers, but like there was dramatic parts, but it just wasn't as fast moving as I feel every other episode was. So that's probably why people thought it was boring, because they were comparing it to the other episodes and how insane and crazy they were. But I think this episode really like connected some of the storylines, which wasn't really happening. So I think that was a vital like episode to have, and I'm so excited for next week's episode.
I love how in this season, in the first season, they kind of glorified drugs a little bit. This one, they really show the effects of withdrawal and like all what Rue's going through, and it really gives more of an insight. And I've heard a lot of people online being like, "This is so realistic. She's really shining through what it's really like." And I appreciate that. Also, if you guys notice, everyone has a color scheme to their outfits. Cassie was originally blue, and the more she turns into Maddie, who's like purple, she turns more pink and starts wearing more pink. So always keep track
I
of this
didn't
color
notice that. I'm
schemes.
gonna keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, I really liked this last episode. I just remembered how they brought Ali back in, and so I like
I
that
love that
because
they
you got like everyone I feel like loves Ali's character, and so it was cool that they were able to clear that up and like let us know like what he's doing now, and show them like rekindling that relationship and just showing how much of an impact that made on Rue. And just I don't know, it kind of resonated with me just how much like forgiveness can really impact someone. You don't really think about that a lot, I feel like. So that was cool to see.
I love it. Let's take a look at what we're going to see next week on Euphoria.
Of course I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be sitting in the front row, shorty.
How you doing, player?
You only ever think about yourself.
It's not true.
Open the door, Cassie.
Let's go.
Okay, this is it, people. Showtime, let's go.
I'm getting anxious. It's gonna upset people.
Why would anyone be upset by it?
Wait, is this play about us?
I am just
I'm
beyond
so
excited for the
excited.
play.
So
I mean, we've
good.
seen it.
So good.
We've seen Lexi write that play throughout the season, and I just know I've never been more excited for anything on TV than this play on Sunday.
Yeah, when she first started talking about in that season how she was going to do the play and make it about Cassie, I didn't realize like how much she was going to make the play reflect them and like their whole friend group, and like I was not expecting that. Like she was very bold about that, so I'm very, very, very excited. I'm actually very excited to see Maddie's reaction, because that Maddie and Lexi going at it with each other, that would be interesting.
Did you guys see on Super Bowl night they had a Cassie versus Maddie
Yeah.
instead? That was so funny. Anyways, if you have any questions or points you would like to bring up in next week's episode, make sure you let us know on our website, Instagram, or Twitter.
Billie Eilish was in Buffalo this past weekend for her Happier Than Ever tour, and we were in the audience. Take a look. Unfortunately, Maddie and Kat couldn't attend, but me and Gio were in the audience. So Gio, what did you think?
So I had been eyeing these tickets for a while, and she announced the tour probably at some time late last year. And I was like on the fence about it. I was like, I like Billie, but I'm not too intense about the show. So I bought them last minute. I am so glad I went. She did so many current songs that are great, and she just has this energy about her. I was not bored 1 second of that show. She engaged with the audience, and it was just a great, great time.
Yeah, for me, I've been a fan of Billie Eilish since like Bellyache, Ocean Eyes, like when she was very young. She has been a huge part of like me growing up, and she's always just been my favorite artist forever. So actually seeing her in person and seeing that she's like a real life human being was insane. Her talent is unmatched at her age. Like, it's insane. She put on a great show, made me very emotional, but it was.
She was sending us videos of her crying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it was honestly the best. And I don't really go to concerts much. I know you go to more, but it was insane. It was the best concert I think I'll probably ever see in my whole life.
Do you
It
have a
looks so
favorite
fun.
song that you?
I
that you
do, and I
perform?
recorded the whole entire thing on my phone. My favorite Billie Eilish song is actually Elo Milo. I don't know.
She did that one pretty early in the night, I think. It was really good. I mean, there
got
wasn't
the whole
a bad
thing on my
song.
phone.
I'm so jealous.
I really liked when she did When the Party's Over. I was most waiting for that one. Your Power was really good. I think I've always been a sucker for acoustic stripped back songs and just hearing that. Kat, if you would have went to the concert, what song would you have wanted to hear most?
I love Zanny. I love I Don't Want to Be You Anymore. I love her new one, I'm in Love with My Future. Love, love, love it. Love it.
Maddie, what about you?
Probably Power. That's what it's called, right?
Your Power,
Your
yeah.
Power, yeah. I love that song. Stop.
Is there any song that she didn't do that you wish she did?
I thought I wanted her to do Zanny. She didn't do Zanny.
didn't?
No, she didn't do Zanny, and she didn't do. She did Bored, but only for like 5 seconds. I wanted a whole. Like,
I wish she did I Love You. That song just gets me
yes,
every
I love
time.
that.
What, it doesn't
it's
do it for you?
I Love You and Goodbye off the episode, or off When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Were my 2 least favorite songs. I don't know why.
Gasp.
I love that song. I'm so glad you got to go knowing how much you love Billie.
Oh, I
that-
know.
I haven't been to a concert in so long, like since COVID, and that just looked so fun. It was in Buffalo, right?
Yeah,
It was at the
KeyBank Center.
KeyBank.
KeyBank, yeah. KeyBank always puts on a great show. It looks so fun. I'm so jealous.
I'm going back in 2 weeks for Dua Lipa.
Of course you are.
So we'll
Are you
have to
gonna
talk
bring
about
us
that
with you
then.
this
Yeah,
time?
we're all going.
Yeah,
Geo's View
let's
goes
go.
to Dua Lipa.
Oh, we should do
Money
that.
This time. How was the getting in with the COVID regulations? How was getting in?
For me, you just showed your vaccine card and showed your ticket and got right in.
Yeah, I haven't been to a concert, obviously, since before COVID. And I hadn't been to the KeyBank Center since 2014. And I really like that you just put your phone up to the thing, it scans your ticket, and you're right in. Go through security, and you're in. You can go up to the merch table and spend hundreds of dollars.
Did you?
Not this time. I'm preparing for the next one now that I know that it won't be as crazy. Did you walk away with any merch, Antonina?
I did. I have a hoodie. It's
should've
really
brought it.
cute. Oh, I should have brought it, but it was expensive. It was $90, but it's a very good quality. Like, not me trying to justify spending $90, but it is a very good quality hoodie. It's not like anything flimsy, and I think it's worth the $90.
I think I'll walk out with something at Dua.
You should.
We thank you for watching this episode of Geo's View, and we will see you next time. Bye.